Hi, this is Professor Dr. Earth. I'm at the south edge of Denali National Park, just outside the park boundary, and I'm flying the science drone, and I'm just looking at an amazing landscape. On all sides, I see thousands of dead spruce trees. It's a ghost forest. This area's been ravaged, and all of the spruce trees have been killed. And I can look as far as I can fly the drone, and the spruce trees are all dead. So what's going on here? Is this some kind of climate change disaster? Well, let's find out. Well, let's start by locating ourselves. We're in Alaska. We're at high latitude, so global warming is accelerated here. And we're going to look at Denali National Park right in the center of the state. So the park is centered on Mount Denali and the Alaska Range, but it's surrounded by incredible areas of preserved forest that are part of the boreal forest that goes across high latitudes in the entire northern hemisphere. But in Denali, we're preserving this in its pristine, perfect state. It's perfect habitat for moose. It's sometimes called the spruce moose biome, and it has these beautiful forests, mainly of white spruce in this area. Some of the trees quite large. They're beautiful. Look how green they are. But we go just a couple miles south and we see the trees are being killed right now. Some are red, some are yellow, some are silver. The needles have been dead for quite a while. And let's look at a larger scale view. Let's look at the Nenana River Valley here, and we can see that going on for miles and miles. We see nothing but dead spruce. Everywhere the spruce are dead. Go 30 miles farther south to Broad Pass. The trees are all dead. Go 100 miles farther south to near Trapper Creek. The trees are mostly all dead. And what's causing this? A little rice-sized spruce bark beetle that's boring into the spruce trees. When they bore in, they leave little holes. The tree puts out sap to try to protect itself. But once they're in there, the beetles are boring little paths through the tree underneath the bark, and they kill it. Now, other people are noticing this problem. There have been articles from the National Park Service, newspaper articles. The general conclusion is that climate change is causing the expansion of the spruce bark beetles. It's either warmer in the summer or not as cold in the winter, but together these effects are allowing the spruce bark beetles to spread farther north and even to go through their life cycles faster, so more and more of them are produced. Well, different communities of people respond to this infestation and the vast tree kill in different ways. Homeowners that have cabins in these forests tend to cut down the trees to try to create a defensible space to protect them from future forest fires. Some state of Alaska legislators say that this could be actually a carbon capture project. If we could lumber the trees and somehow use them, then we would remove that amount of carbon and protect it from going into back in the atmosphere, and plant new trees would pump down even more carbon. Whereas some people, particularly at the National Park Service, are saying, wait, this is a natural phenomenon. We don't want to change the tree community. We just want to see how this evolves and how it changes as we go forward. But is this a natural phenomenon? If we have global warming, and we know that humans are causing global warming, and global warming itself is causing the expansion of these beetles, which are causing the tree kill, then ultimately, isn't this human caused? Maybe we should look at it that way, that this is not entirely natural. What could be natural if we've changed the climate? Everything is somehow being affected by this human-caused global warming, and that includes this vast expansion of the spruce bark beetles and this massive tree kill that we see going on across south central Alaska, all the way to Denali National Park and possibly going farther north. Hi, this is Professor Dr. Earth back again, and we've had a really great day with the science drone. We've been out flying over a scene of boreal devastation. We're looking at thousands and thousands of dead spruce trees below us, killed by spruce bark beetles. And this is just the northern tip of a huge wave of tree kill that started down on the Kenai Peninsula, has gone past Anchorage. You can see dead trees all the way up through south central Alaska, right here, all the way to Denali National Park. So well over 100 miles. The Forest Service is studying this, of course, and they say there's over 1.3 million acres where we're seeing this kind of tree kill. say 10 trees per acre, 20 trees per acre, and we're looking at 10 or 20 million dead spruce trees killed over just the last 5 or 6 years by this infestation. So let's ask the big question. Is this due to climate change? Well, clearly climate change is contributing to this. The beetles are killing the trees, but the beetles are spreading much rapidly and much farther than ever seen before. As I said, in just the last 6 years, they've come all the way up to Denali National Park. This has never been seen before. There's always been a few spruce bark beetles, even as far north as Denali National Park. But this is new, to have this complete devastation of the spruce trees in the boreal forest through this huge area. So what will happen in the future? Well, it's going to continue to warm. There's a pretty good chance that as it warms, this infestation will continue north, and we'll see more dead trees, perhaps millions more killed. But that's not all of it, because if we have another major fire season in Alaska, we've now got 10 or 20 million dead trees standing in position, turned into tinder, just ready to go off. So this could be a catastrophe in the making coming up. And yes, it is indeed due to climate change.